set to deliver his first State of the Union address to a joint session of Congress. He will be heading to Capitol Hill with more than half of all Americans, some 56%, saying his first year in office was a failure. Nick Harper reports from Washington.
State of the Union speeches usually focus heavily on domestic issues that are of importance to American voters. This year, though, allies and adversaries around the world will be watching closely.
It's important for the president to be able to show strength and unity among NATO, but also be able to give confidence to the domestic audience in the United States and to our allies and partners abroad. And he does not want to have China emboldened by what they see Russia do and possibly see it as an opportunity to attack Taiwan or to further spread its own activities in the Indo-Pacific region.
Preserve, protect, and defend.
At his inauguration, the president promised to unite the country, but polls suggest political divisions have only grown. Focusing on foreign policy may give him the chance to bring both sides together, particularly as countering China is an issue Congress and voters consistently agree upon.
Foreign policy in U.S. history has often been the great uniter. The foreign policy crises allow the president to be presidential and allow him to lead the nation in a unified way. And I think that's one of the ways we're going to see the president really put out some ideas and some policy proposals that will, reinvigorate the United States position around the world.
But the president's speech will also need to confront the foreign policy misstep of the last year, Afghanistan.
I think there will be some mention of Afghanistan, and the president will try to portray the withdrawal in a positive light. Regrettably, much of the country and the world saw the withdrawal as chaotic and catastrophic in some sense, and it may well have emboldened Putin in what he's doing now.
On the home front, the fight against COVID-19 continues, and total American deaths are expected to exceed 1 million in a few weeks' time. The Biden administration has failed to pass the key social reform and climate change bill and voting rights legislation, and inflation is at a 40-year high, with fears now the Russian invasion could disrupt energy supplies, pushing prices higher.
The president will say that we're taking a new approach and we are going to try to get these things done that will make the lives of Americans better. And that's one of the things he really needs to push, because right now people seeing prices skyrocketing and they're really feeling it in their pocketbooks.
And polls show those cost of living concerns remain voters' top priority, almost 40% choosing that over anything else, including foreign policy. After Afghanistan, legislative failures, and no end in sight for the pandemic, President Biden may be looking to draw a line under his first year in office. But with Russian actions in Ukraine and broader security concerns in Europe, it may be hard to pitch himself as a president who has everything under control. Nick Harper, CNA, Washington.
Still to come, a closer look at the